Hello everyone, this is Jim Okrasinski with your Week 5 Screencast video. Well, I certainly have to say it's been an interesting weekend. However, I want to point out a few things in this week's Screencast video. We are right now wrapping up the peer review and drafting process for Essay 1. And I do want to point out in my Screencast videos that I do have 3 sections of COM 101. And I know I've mentioned this before. I've got COM 101, 014, 048, and 309. Now, I don't know how it was possible, but I'm finding some students in section 309 in the drive folder for section 014. I'm not really sure if there was a bad link in the very beginning of the semester, especially since I was assigned section 309 like 2 days before the semester started. However, you should always check your course folder before you work in it because you want to be in the correct section. Consequently, then peer review groups, the sheets there make sense because if you can't find your name, you might be in the wrong section. So make sure you check that. Now, one thing I do want to point out is the activity in the drive file. So as we see here, I'm using section 014 as an example. We have all of these folders in the drive file. All your documents should once again be in a folder. If you have all of your documents in this particular folder and in our course folder, the literacy narrative folder within your course folder, whatever section it may be, could be 014 if you're in 1014, or it could be 048 if you're in 048, or it could be 0309 if you're in 309. Make sure you have your documents in here. This is a shareable public link. That means everybody can see your particular documents. If you do not have a folder, and I think there are 1 or 2 students in all my sections who do not have their documents in a folder. If you do not have them in a folder, then your course mates cannot find them to do peer reviews. You are not going to be in the course folder. You have to look for your other classmates to write your peer reviews. So the inclusion in the course folder and in the specific essay folder makes your documents public so everybody can see it. And if you upload that link to Canvas, then I can see it and I can grade it. If you leave these documents in your personal folder without uploading them to the course folder, I cannot have access and I get an access denied message. I cannot witness your documents. I cannot see them, so therefore I cannot grade them. So please be aware that when you receive a grade and you have a 0, I always comment as to why I make any grade reduction. So look at the comment sections in the grading. If you are checking grades on a cell phone and you're using the app, probably you will not be able to see those comments in your phone. I've had many years of experience with Canvas. Students cannot read my comments. You must get to a laptop, desktop, some kind of top to open up the full-fledged version of Canvas to see my comments. Please read my comments before you email me because I only have to look them up to see the reason why you might not have had full points or there was a grade adjustment. So you have comments. I comment on everything that I do in Canvas, especially if there is a 0 or a point reduction. All right, enough about that. So in this week's video, I'm going to continue and talk about virtual office hours. Now, I want to point out office hours. I have had office hours since week 3. We're now moving into week number 5. Out of these 4 days I've had office hours, I have had exactly 1 student visit, drop in, and ask questions. I think that having 2 hours worth of office hours on a Tuesday and again on a Thursday, this is a reoccurring WebEx session. You have to just, during that time, click on the link that I have here for office hours. You can join the WebEx video call. Works great. I've tried it out with colleagues. I've tried it out with a student. If you have any questions, you don't understand something about Drive or the assignment or anything, I urge you to make the time. Yes, make the time between 9 and 11 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If for some reason I will not have office hours, I will send out a announcement and let the class know. But if you have any questions, confusions, anything, this is what office hours are for. Please, if you need to be specific in what you're asking, what you're looking for, and that's the reason for my rules up here. I just don't want people to like join up saying, I don't understand what I'm doing, help me. I can't, because I don't know what your issue may be. You need to be specific. Likewise, when you send me an email, be specific. What section you're in, what assignment are you talking about? I'm getting more and more vague emails that I try to decipher before I respond to them. That is just not fair to me, nor is it fair to your classmates who may be emailing me. All right? So this is some housekeeping that's probably been a couple of weeks in the making, but I feel that is something that needs to be addressed. So getting back to the schedule for the week, we are starting our new unit. Oh, I don't want discussion boards. Let me get to the modules right away. We are starting our second unit this week. Okay, I just want to remind you the final drafts for Essay 2. Let me touch on that because I want to make sure everybody is aware of that. Essay number 1 is due Tuesday, right? Final draft essay number 1 is due Tuesday, end of day, uploaded to Canvas. You can only upload one link, and it should be to the copy of the drive, to the Google Doc that you want me to assess. That is critical. All right, so Tuesday, end of day, you can only upload one link in it. It's set up to accept a web URL, and that's what the assignment is set up to accept for Essay 1. All right, now let me point out, after the official due date, and if you have not participated in a peer report or peer review, those points are not recoverable. The whole point behind peer review and drafting is to encourage the writing process, and it's supposed to be within the time frame when the class is working on that. Got about 75% or so of the students in all 3 of my sections have done a great job with drafting and writing peer reports and uploading links. Good for you. Clap, clap, clap all over the place. However, the idea here is if you have not posted a draft or a peer review, please do not come to me and email me after Tuesday and say, can I post this and recover points? No, that's the reason for the peer review process. All right, so you have between now and Tuesday, end of day, to pull it together. All right, now let's move on to unit number 2. Unit number 2 is our summary unit. And if you read the overview and the objectives, let me get to this particular page here. We have the idea behind academic writing is reading with purpose, and your overview and the course outcomes are here. Let's get to, do I have the readings next? Yes, readings. Once again, we will be using the Red Comp Warrior textbook, and the link here to the Google Doc is right there. Let me see if I can click on my link here for Blue Collar Brilliance. That is our main reading. That is the reading that you will be summarizing for Essay 2. Let me just warn everybody that Essay 2 is in the summary, writing a summary essay is really difficult structurally, so purpose and audience shift in this, but here is the article for that. So you have the PDF here. Also, as an instructional resource, we will be working with the art of summarizing. The art of summarizing is I've made a PDF copy of a chapter of an older textbook that I've used, and it talks about effective ways to writing a summary and what is writing summary all about. So that is essay number 2. I will cover these particular readings and the unit, I should say, unit a bit more in this week's lecture video. Sorry to run on a little long. However, we did need to clean up some what I call housekeeping issues. All right, if you have any questions, you're going to check about a grade. You're going to check the comments first on a desktop or a laptop. Then, if you have any questions, email me. Also, if you have any questions about where we're going on the readings for Module 2, or I should say Unit 2, our summary unit, send me an email. That being said, good luck.